PLSQL program. How come the application, MySQL application, or whatever the application you are using to execute the this DBMS program, how come the program will come to know? How come that application will come to know whether it is a normal program or a PLSQL program? So to make a difference, so what we'll do, we'll just insert, we'll just give the what initially we'll give before before executing these program in the DBMS, we'll use delimiter. We'll use delimiter, then followed with double slash. Okay, we have to start here. Initially, we have to do delimiter, like indicating that for the MySQL, it is not going to execute a normal DBMS program. It is going to execute the PLSQL program. Okay, that is why we have to here, after giving this one, see end loop close C underscore IAMAX end, then it's indicating the end of this procedure. Right, after you initially use the delimiter here, right? This delimiter will come here, delimiter double slash, then followed with the program. Then it's going to, for how to indicating the end of the procedure by giving the forward slash at the end. Here you give single forward slash. Here if you give single, it will be single. If it is double, here you're going to use end with the double. Okay, this is how we have to perform the PLSQL program, right? PLSQL, this is the syntax: create or replace procedure, followed with the procedure name. Cursor is like you're going to start writing the PLSQL program, right? So cursor, in order to give the single values, each values to the program in order to execute, because we have 5 records, means one record is going to be sent as a single value for execution, for first execution, second, third, fourth, right? So like that, we are going to use the cursor. This cursor will send the whatever the values we had in C underscore IAMAX, it's going to send single to the program. Select greatest, test1, test2 has A. So test1, test2 value, greatest is going to store A, test3 going to be B, and test2 here going to be stored in C. These values get from IAMAX. Finally is null. We're going to update these values, right? So begin is going to start beginning the value. Open C underscore IAMAX means it start taking the value from this IAMAX. C underscore IAMAX means from each table. Okay, loop 5 values are there. We're going to take the 5 values. We're going to fetch the value A, B, C. That is test1 marks, test2 marks, and test3 marks in this variable. You're going to store them. Then exit. When you're going to exit, once all the record will get executed, then it will show it. Then it will going to end. Right. So next condition: if first test value is not equal to second test value, then we're going to perform this condition. Otherwise, we're going to check the third condition. The result will be stored in the C underscore sum. After we get the sum value, we're going to perform the average. C underscore sum by 2. Then result of these 2 values. Okay, after getting the sum and average, this average value we need to update in the table, IAMAX table. Update IAMAX set finally equal to C underscore CA. This value we get that value. We have to go to storage, right? Where current of C underscore IAMAX, right? End loop close C underscore IAMAX end, right? We have to end here by using the delimiter. Initial before execution means before executing this one result, this scenario will be not having any value, right? Till here we have just created the procedure. We have not yet called this procedure. We have to call this procedure. How to call this procedure? This is the begin average marks end, because we are given the procedure name as average marks. So we give begin average marks end. After this, you just use start from IAMAX. These values, okay, these resulted values will be updated in the final IA. This is how we have to execute the fork query. Okay. Then last one is there, right? Categorize student based on the following criteria. So final IA, we're having 17 to 20, then category like outstanding, 12 to 16 average, then greater than 12, sorry, less than 12 equal to weak. We have to take the value only for 8 semester ABC section students. Okay, so select USN, name, address, phone, gender, right? case. Why we have to taken the case here means we are like in switch condition. In switch condition, we're going to check right first value. If it is there, then we will display. Otherwise, we're going to move for second condition. The same way here in this way, we're going to use a case. It is act like a switch condition. Switch case. What is the condition? When final IA between 17 to 20, then result should be what? Outstanding. Then when final IA between 12 and 16, result will be average, else weak. Okay, after this, we're going to end this case, then as category. This as cat means what? What value we have to display in the output. That we are going to give it cat. Then from student, SEMSEC, IMARKS, subject, all these values we get from this table, right? Where S dot USM equal to IA dot US, something, but you want to compare the USM between IMARKS and student. Then SSID equal to ISSID and subject code. All these conditions satisfies, it's going to check the subject code and subject sum is 8. If it satisfies, then this result will get executed. Means whatever the value we get in the final IA. Means before executing the fifth query, fourth query should be executed because we're going to take the final IA marks. Okay, based on this result, based on this value, we're going to take the outstanding average or weak. So before executing fifth query, we have to execute the fourth one because fifth is depending upon the fourth query result, right? So which is having here 17, 17, 20, 20, 15. Now which is greater than 17 to 20, these will get like a outstanding. This is outstanding. This one is 15 equal to 12 to 16. This is average. Same outstanding, outstanding, outstanding. This is average, right? Based on the fourth query, we're going to get the result of the fifth query. So basically, we have to execute fourth first.